How are we doing, guys? Always to be Leeds 1, Aston Villa 1, match review of the game. Now, I apologise for the sound quality. I haven't got the mic on me today. I apologise for the sound if it's not fantastic. I'm not sure how it's going to turn out. But anyway, guys, let's get on with the match review anyway. So, the team we started with. I'm going to go on to the incident later on, but I just want to go through the whole game itself as well. So, the team we went with, 4-1-4-1. We saw one change in this game. Calvin Phillips came in for Tyler Roberts to allow Adam Forshaw to push up in his stronger number 8 position, and Calvin Phillips back in that holding role, purely steal Jack Grealish, and that tactic worked absolutely fantastically well. Calvin Phillips, I felt, had the complete and utter control of Jack Grealish pretty much from minute 1 to 90. I thought he had an absolutely superb game against him, and if we do meet again, we have to do the set-up the same way for me, to try and counteract the creativity and energy they have in that midfield. I thought we really did well against Grealish and McGinn, probably Villa's two of Villa's most important players in terms of an attacking sense this season. I thought we dealt with them brilliantly. But the first half itself, there wasn't really many clear-cut chances. I think Kiko's had to make a good save off Jonathan Kodjia, but ourselves, we've not really created anything in that first half. But we have been good in that first half. We've kept our defensive shape absolutely fantastically well. Last couple of games, the defensive shape's been all over the place. It's been horrendous, to be honest with you, at times. But we held it together really well, I felt. The tries, McGinn, Grealish tries to run at us, but we kept things tight. We didn't give them that space to run into. We kept everything nice and compact, which is what you want to see with us off the ball. We need to carry on doing that. If we're to win the playoffs, you can't win the playoffs just by playing fantastic football. You've got to be compact as well. You've got to be aware of the counter-attack, the threats the other teams pose. We have to respect that as well, which is what I thought was a sensible team selection off Marcelo Bielsa today, playing Adam Forshaw alongside Mateusz Klich. Okay, it might not be the most creative midfield duo, in terms of if you had a Roberts and Klich together, you'd probably get a bit more creativity. But Forshaw and Klich are fantastic passes to the ball. We keep the ball better, high up the pitch, which is something we've not been able to do last couple of games. Build that momentum high up the pitch, and have that base, if we lose the ball, that we can drop into a form of free and sort of press, as a triangle. You've got Phillips at the base of it, and then and then of course you've got Klich and Forshaw as well to try and press them too. So I felt off the ball it works better as well. But first half we didn't create enough. For what we had in the game, a lot of control, we didn't really create enough. Every time we got to their box, shots were being blazed over the bar or going well wide. We weren't really creating anything ourselves. But Villa at the same time, I felt we dealt with them well. And I felt that first half we were on top. Going to the second half, we make two crucial changes. Stuart Dallas, I think, comes off injured after a shot which blazed over the bar just for half time. I think it was that injured Stuart Dallas. On comes Gaetano Berardi at left back. Okay, less creative than Stuart Dallas, but more solid defensively. On also comes Tyler Roberts for Jack Harrison on the left hand side, something we haven't seen this season. Something I've sort of mentioned once or twice. Can Tyler Roberts play on that left hand side? And I think the answer is definitely yes. I think what you saw with that team, at the end of the game, the team that finished the game, for me, should be the team that starts the playoffs. With possibly, if Barry Douglas is fit, Barry Douglas going in at left back, so we've got a more natural left hand side. Look at Douglas and Roberts potentially. Roberts cutting in, Douglas on the overlap. I think that could be a really good partnership. We've struggled for a partnership, a combination on the left hand side that's really brought the best out of us in an attacking sense. But let's go on to the incident anyway. But the incident, look, for me, it's borderline. It is a borderline. There's two ways of looking at it, I guess. But you have to remember, something I'm going to have to point out here is, and if there's any Villa fans watching this, they won't like me saying this, but the Villa players stopped and caused that incident. They caused a lot of that incident. I think it's Albert Adoma who was nearest to Tyler Roberts. Albert Adoma stops, as does John McGinn, the two nearest players to them. At the end of the day, you have to play to the whistle. You can't officiate a game yourself. You have to play to the whistle. It wasn't a head injury. They had absolutely no reason to stop. That caused part of the incident. But at the same time, Tyler Roberts shouldn't have stopped either. If Tyler Roberts was going to play on, he should have just played on. But at the end of the day, it's heat of the moment stuff. It's easy for us to analyse it. Watch it back 5 or 6 times. But it's heat of the moment stuff. This is split second stuff. Tyler Roberts sees that run off Mateusz Klich. I'm not. Look, at the end of the day, I think the right thing was done. I think Marcelo Bielsa's an honourable man. The game, I don't think really had much riding on it, to be honest, in terms of purely only really in terms of league position, who finished where, etc., etc. There wasn't really much riding on this game. I think maybe if the incident had been different, you know, if we were still challenging for more specific promotion, my feelings would have been a little bit less relaxed on it. But yeah, Marcelo Bielsa is an honourable man. You know, we've got Arsene Wenger as well, just before I watch this, you know, thanking Marcelo Bielsa for the incident, you know, for not, you know, taking advantage of it, you know, giving Villa the goal. But I've got to say, John Terry, my word, I mean, words fail me. Words really do fail me. You know, how when I first saw that, I thought that it was John Terry reacting to us scoring. I had no idea that this was after we allowed them the goal. I mean, what John Terry is doing there, I don't know. You know, going across to Marcelo Bielsa, trying to wind him up, I don't know. But words fail me. Nothing surprised me about John Terry. That's the thing. Nothing surprised me. You know, great player. Such a shame that he, you know, well, I don't know. I can't really be arsed wasting any of this review on John Terry, to be honest with you. I can't be arsed wasting any of the time. He's probably just defending his mate Frank Lampard, isn't he? At the end of the day. But look, at the end of the day, it's borderline. The goal probably shouldn't be given. You know, Tyler Roberts, the key thing is Tyler Roberts stops for 2 seconds. I have to be honest about that. I have to give my honest opinion on that. I think, of course, you guys, you might not be happy with what I'm saying there, but I have to be honest, I don't think either side's really covered themselves in glory with the incident. Villa shouldn't stop, Tyler Roberts shouldn't stop either. But it happens, we gave him the goal. I don't see what Villa can complain about. I honestly can't see what Villa can complain about. I know the Anwar Ghazi incident with Patrick Bamford, something else I want to go on to as well. Anwar Ghazi quite simply shouldn't get a red card. But there's something else important here. The referee doesn't pick up on Conor Hourihane punching Mateusz Klich in the stomach. So if you want to know about 10 men, let's go on to that as well. If he sees the Hourihane incident, he sends him off anyway. So for me, I think it's balanced itself out. That's my opinion on it. It balances itself out. Villa have not been hard done to in this game. They cannot possibly claim they've been hard done to in this game. You know, Patrick Bamford is totally out of order. He is totally out of order doing that. You know, I can't stand things like that in football. You know, diving and that lot, you know, because I just can't stand that. You know, there's certain things that happen in football. You know, the roof handball against Forest, look, that wasn't right, but it happens in football. But when you're going out your way to try and make an incident like that, you know, I don't know, it's just, it doesn't really sit right with me, that, to be honest with you. But yeah, that's my opinion on that anyway. But at the end of the day, Conor Hourihane should be sent off anyway. Anwar Ghazi is wrongly sent off, so I don't see what the complaint can be. You know, I don't see what the complaint can be there. But guys, I might get absolutely hammered by Villa fans. I don't know. I don't see anything that's said wrong there, but maybe I have. I don't know. I don't see how Villa can feel hard done to with that incident at all, and I certainly don't see why John Terry needs to go along across to Marcelo Bielsa and try and cause more problems. I don't see what the need for that is. But as I say, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that John Terry's doing that, to be honest. But anyway, you know, he goes to the rest of the game, and I think we finished the game really well. Jedstein makes a great save. We have one cleared off the line. Okay, we played against 10 men, rightly or wrongly. You know, we probably could and should win the game for me, but it's a great game of football, and possibly it could be a playoff final. But we've both got difficult games to play. You know, it looks like we're playing Derby, tough game. Looks like West Brom playing Villa, tough game as well. So we'll wait and see what happens. You know, at the end of the day, you know, I think it's far too early to start saying we're playing Villa in the final. You know, we've got 2 really difficult games to play there, as of Aston Villa as well. But great game all in all. But yeah, I can't really think of anything else to sort of mention about. You know, I'm just happy with the way we performed. Feels like we're up for it again. You know, it feels like emotionally, it feels like Monday is out of our system. I'd like to think it is, but you know, I was happy with the way we finished the game. 2 good teams. My man of the match today, I'm going to have to go with Liam Cooper. I thought Liam Cooper put in an absolutely superb performance. Absolutely crucial in the first 15-20 minutes when Villa were on top. Calvin Phillips as well would have to be a strong contender. I thought those 2 were absolutely outstanding. Yeah, that's my opinion on it anyway, guys. Make sure you leave your comments down below, and like the video as well, and subscribe if you haven't already. I've been Oscar Marriott, got myself a bit confused there at the end. We'll see you later anyway.